This is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. We're here on Xbox Series X taking a look at this absolutely charming and fun Smash Bros-esque Nickelodeon battling experience. This is a blast. It is a treat, it is fun, it is funny. It really has no reason to be as good as it actually is. You get a great roster of unique characters to fight as, and a range of different ways to compete. So what are we getting here on Series X? A 4K resolution, 60 FPS, no HDR support, which, you know, honestly with the visual aesthetic here, I think it pops and looks great without it, but yeah, it's just really like gorgeous, the set. Like, there's a great selection of stages that you can play in, a wide variety of different modes, and it's perfect for like a range of different audiences. You know, this is something that even me, with, you know, my age and stuff, actually is having a lot of fun with, and I can see the younger audience coming in here and just having an absolute ball with it. It is really quite weird looking. Just like, look at the visual quality in the backdrop. It is absolutely fantastic. This is really cool. So it's something you can play alone, or you can play like locally with up to 4 players, or online with up to 4 players, and I think that's really neat. Now there are some other elements that we need to chat about, but let's break down here. So first off, we've got, you know, kind of just quick matches. You could compete, you could play, you know, you fight others. There's like a sports option where it's kind of like, you know, there's a soccer mode where you gotta, you know, kind of get the ball in the net to score points. So it's like a little bit of a sports twist on doing so, instead of just having like a straight up competition, which I think is really cool. So we're going to do a brawler select now so we can show off the roster of characters. But yeah, they got modes like that. There's a timed mode, and there's also like an arcade mode. But here's the cast. So you get your like SpongeBob characters, you got your Avatar stuff, Korra, you know, and there's like Mr. Toast, and you know, you got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. April O'Neil's included there. That was Michelangelo, Raphael. And, you know, like, it's just like such a weird collection of characters, like Ren and Stimpy, Danny Phantom. You know, what a roster of individuals that are present here. I love that's included. Oh, that's so hilarious. Okay, we're gonna pick Danny Phantom. And then you can just like kind of pick your character, and you can do different difficulty levels too, to make it as easy or as hard as you know want it to be. And you can pick how many characters you have fighting, and you know, everybody's got unique styles. They've all got, you know, unique abilities. They've all got their own thing. And then look at like just the quantity of levels here. It actually is quite impressive, at least to me. And they're all themed after like these different locations from all of these different properties. And to come together here, that is just really, really quite cool. It all loads really fast. So outside of the quick kind of play options, there is also a like sort of a campaign, as in the arcade mode. So in the arcade mode, you could pick your difficulty, and you're basically going through these different stages. You get like little tiny quick story bits where it's like, hey, I know this character, or hey, that's that character, and, you know, just quick little stuff. So it's something to work towards. It's, you know, pretty easy going. It's not necessarily meaty to any degree, but, you know, it's just something extra that you can do if you'd like to. And then there's the online multiplayer. So I mentioned, you know, 2 to 4 players. There's like competitive, there's quick play, there's lobbies you can join. Now for that one, it's a little buggy. So I played a competitive match, and it ran perfectly fine. I had no issues. And then I went and tried to do a quick play match, and it kept like, it would keep disconnecting. There was like, you know, these weird sort of like breakdown performance issues. Now apparently this is something that developers know about, and it's actually being fixed. And it's on the, I guess, unique maybe to the Xbox platform, this issue. So that is something that I do anticipate will be fixed over time. I did feel that it was important to mention that in case you are into the multiplayer stuff, because, you know, I imagine some people, you know, maybe the younger audience or something like that, or older, whatever, kind of wants to play with friends or compete with friends, and, you know, obviously that is, you know, a big issue to have, not being able to properly do that. But locally, you know, everything's good, runs fine, it's really cool. There's extras. When you play the arcade mode, you unlock these like extra sort of gallery type things, or some little customization type things. But yeah, it's just a really good Smash Bros type brawling experience. I found it to be, you know, a lot of fun, very visually well put together. It feels, you know, like it captures the aesthetic of each of the different shows, but then it also, you know, kind of mashes them all together in a very beautiful way. And they've got like all these different abilities and stuff you can unleash. I think that's kind of cool. And it's just like, it feels so on brand. Some of these characters I'm not really hugely familiar with, but like, you know, Danny Phantom and like SpongeBob and stuff. That's stuff that I had when I was growing up, right? Like, so some of these characters I'm like, oh yeah, I know all this stuff. And, you know, it's just really neat to see them in a brawler game. And you know, there's some data mined rumors that we might see other characters pop up in the future, and I think that would be so cool to see if they could expand, you know, the roster of characters, because there actually is a ton of potential here. I saw this game coming and I was like, oh, this is, you know, this is an interesting title. It's got some potential to it, but I didn't think it would be this fun and this well put together, because it actually feels, you know, kind of intense. It feels kind of fun, and you're just kind of like, again, smashing each other, trying to take out the health of your opponent, knock them out of the ring, you know, things like that, like you've been seeing. And it's just like cool seeing all these different like mashed up abilities and that kind of go together. And I could see them actually doing, like, this could become something that's actually like really competitive, like an esport type of potential with it. And I find that fascinating to me, just, you know, where they could take this. I'm trying to show off a bunch of different characters. Let's be, I want to be SpongeBob. Should do an all SpongeBob cast. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna do a SpongeBob battle. We can do 3, but I'd rather have 4, just so we're maximizing our potential of different characters that are popping up. I really like the Old West. This one's funny because it's like driving, you can still use the road to get back up. Yeah, let's do the Old West. But like I said, you know, it's kind of straight to the point. It doesn't necessarily have like a lot of meaty story type stuff you can do, but I think for this type of game, the fun in it is just battling with others. So I think value-wise in that regard, it's a lot of fun, and I think it's perfect for, like, I assume the target audience is a little bit younger, right? I think it's just absolutely perfect for that. And I think it's also something like I'm having fun with it. I think it's just nuts, the different things you can do and the different battles you can have and the characters. And they've all got like different moves. Like, to put together a cast like this and have them all fighting in this way, it is really quite impressive to me. And it seems decently balanced. It seems like you've got, you know, your set of abilities, and it's got like some fun and some charm and some music from the different series kind of melded together in cool battle scenarios. It is wild, a great like sort of narrator going battle and, you know, stuff like that. I think that's kind of well done. And they have fun with it too, like the sports stuff I think is super creative. I think like the arcade mode is a fun little extra, and you can, you know, different difficulties too. If you're finding it too easy, you can change things. If you're finding it too hard, you can adjust that as well. So I think it's got balance for everybody. I think that kind of makes it to be, you know, quite special, you know, in regards to being something that so many people can jump into. I do find the control scheme with having Y to jump to be a little bit weird. I don't know if that's just like a Smash Bros type of thing that they're kind of emulating, but yeah, usually it's always A to jump, right? And I'm just kind of like, oh. You get used to it, but it's weird to me. I don't know. It's hard to really dive into because it's like there's not necessarily a whole ton of things going on in it, but yet it's got a varied enough amount of content where I'm kind of like, I'm impressed. I am like kind of blown away beyond expectations of what I had, you know, anticipated for this game. It's just fun. It really is. It's genuinely just a really great time. I'm having a blast playing it. Oh wow, I got knocked like right out there. And I think most people, if you like the Nickelodeon characters, you're gonna be like, wow, this character and this character. I just like, I hope it continues to grow. I hope they add more characters to it, because it'd be really fun to have like more going. But I think, you know, they've got a respectable cast that is dynamic. It covers a wide range of the different eras of Nickelodeon. And it kind of reminds me almost to a degree of what they did with the racing series. Like, if you didn't know, they've done like a kart riding Nickelodeon games. You can, like, you know, there's 2 of those actually, so you can do the competing in that way. And I thought those were fun. And I'd say that this is even more impressively put together than those ones. Like, it feels pretty intense. Like, it's pretty gripping in a way that's hard to describe almost. Finish. And yeah. It's a blast. I'm gonna add some additional, I guess, gameplay where you can just see it in action, but I don't have much else to say than that. It's fun.
Player 3 defeated. That's gotta hurt. Player 1 defeated. Complete. The results are in, and the winner is Reptar. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, then. Critical hit. Player 3 is defeated. Player 4 is defeated. And that's that. The winner. 2, 1, fight! Major damage. Perfect!